Stadium, you know what's in store. Hard nose, toughness, defense, and you better bring your hat and be ready to strike somebody when you come into this black and gold cauldron to take on the Hawkeyes. And boy, do we have a fun one ahead. Top 10 team, target on their back, going on their road and right into the snake pit. As we'll see a team fresh and ready to go off a bye week, the Oregon Ducks. Taking on another team from the Big Ten, the Iowa Hawkeyes. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. The Hawkeyes will get us started with the opening kickoff. Looks like he's going to try to return it. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So the Oregon Ducks offense is on the field for the first time today. And as this star running back comes onto the field, everybody in the stadium knows he's going to get it. The defense knows it. Doing something about it is quite a different thing.
It's hard to stop him. He's hard to handle because he can do...
Oh, and he can't hold the pitch, and the ball's loose. He's got the ball, and he'll try to pick up a few.
Doesn't it always seem like that ball is on the ground for like 30 seconds? You got 17 guys running at it in slow motion. Like, I got to get the football. Offense. Very lucky to get that football out.
They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. He'll toss it. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Listen, I know there are a lot of DBs out there that all they want to do is get interceptions and dance in the end zone. This dude likes to put his face in the fan, get close to the line of scrimmage, and tackle. And on the opening drive that he's out there, he gets a huge tackle for loss early. That is a statement play.
Not going to get a chance to field that one, and the punt will bounce out of bounds. So the Iowa Hawkeyes offense taking the field. First chance we have to see them today. As we take a look at our impact players for this game, David, what do you look for to make an impact from your leaders?
Your leaders not only have to lead the football team, but they got to step up and make plays on the field, keep everybody calm. These guys typically do a really good job of it.
Yeah, David, and they also generally set the tone for their respective football teams. Regardless of which side of the ball they play on, the teammates look towards them to step up in big games like this.
And a great job by the offensive line. You're going to run the ball right up the middle. You better control the line of scrimmage. You can see the center, the guard, the tackles doing a good job getting on their guys just enough for this running back can get into space and make the big game.
They've got it at the 36 on 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Washington. Moves it forward just a bit, a pickup of 1 to the 35.
I like feeding my guy. I like getting my running back touches, feeding the ball so he can break some of those big runs, but I'm also okay with these little ones. Set the tone, stay balanced.
Dropping back, it's Sullivan. Coming after him. And he'll chuck it into the cheap seats there and save the down. Nobody getting open there. They couldn't connect on 2nd down, now staring at a 3rd and 9. From the gun, wants to pass. Didn't have much of a choice, just had to throw that one away. It'll be 4th down. And the field goal unit is on the field. He's going to reach for a long one, a 52-yard attempt. And this one splits the uprights. And the first points of the day come on that field goal. After putting up a 3-spot, the kickoff unit set to go. Let's see what he can do with the return. And the return man is stopped, and that'll leave it up to the offense on the next. And now the offense will come onto the field again. Boy, 3 and out last time, David. They'd like to be more productive this time around.
Yeah, in the last drive, nothing really clicked. No rhythm. Got off the field really quickly. They need to put something together here, Palmer.
Yeah, David, bad execution on that last drive. So they got to take a collective breath and start playing like a unit on this drive.
Starting this drive like that is exactly what they had hoped for. Now 1st and 10 from the 40. Now the pitch. Past the 45. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense.
And that's a first down for the offense.
Goes to the option. He'll pitch it. At the 20, he's got space. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Ducks!
Number 6.
And the extra point is good, and it's a 4-point lead. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they finished it off with the 33-yard touchdown run. Out of the end zone. Not nearly as much as he had hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Iowa has it back on offense, hoping to ride the wave to the end zone. Man, how comforting is it to know that even if your offense stalls out a little, Jesse, that field goal kicker can knock it in from a long way out.
Well, he's one of the best in the country, Reese, no doubt. But this offense would like him and prefer for him to kick an extra point on this drive. And to do that, David, they've got to have more rhythm on offense.
Yeah, create some more rhythm, create some more explosive plays, and maybe some more balance. And listen, it's nice to have that weapon and kick long field goals. If you kick too many field goals, you don't get very many W's.
Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Defense fills those gaps. He's got 1 to the 28. They've made 3rd down offense a key. It'll be tested on 3rd and long from the 28. Looking to throw at Sullivan. Trying to get to him. Couldn't find a man and just had to throw it away to avoid a negative play. And the Hawkeyes decide to punt it away. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. Gets the first one of the day out of there. He ought to be fresh. They only used him twice in that victory last week. He only needs a sliver of daylight. He did a great job finding some running room on that return and was able to set up the offense with good field position. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. Jesse, a very productive drive last time, wound up with a touchdown.
Yeah, mixing and matching play calling really well. Nice balance on that last one, Dave. Let's see what they can do here in this next drive.
Yeah, and I don't expect anything different. When you put together a drive like that, I would do more of the same. Keep the pace, keep it going.
Receiver on the move gets the touch pass. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Sometimes people say, if you're good enough, what's the big deal about going on the road? Well, if you're not careful, you might find out in a spot like this one, guys.
Yeah, no doubt about it. This is a hostile environment, and you know you're going to be getting the opponent's A game for this one. They've circled this one all off season, so they better be ready to bring it today, David.
And the hardest thing to do in college football is to go on the road. Everything about it changes, and you want to shut this crowd up early. You don't want to give them belief, because if it starts to build throughout the game, look out.
Little touch pass to the receiver. This new Big Ten is balanced and deep, and you're not going to get many mulligans. You're going to need to get off to a quick start.
And it's going to be a physical grind ahead. You look at the schedule for these teams, it's brutal. Each and every week, you're going to get tested. So it's important they get off to a really fast start. They've got to come out, pick everything they did on the practice field this offseason, and let these guys go play.
Yeah, and you got to let it rip, man, because that's always your first goal, right? We talk about conference championships, winning your conference, and then it gets you to where you need to go. So looking forward to getting conference play kicked off in the Big Ten.
They'll try to get something out of this drive and kick the field goal here on 4th down. Oh, the attempt is no good. Guys, after the miss, still up by 4.
And that's just a chip shot. That's just a field goal they got to make, guys.
Iowa has the ball back on offense. That last drive fizzled out, Jesse. They had to punt it.
Yeah, they did. And, David, they're just going to have to do a better job this time around erasing the mental mistakes.
And just trying to solve the defensive riddle, understanding what they're trying to do to you and attack them.
Got the completion on the last play. Still some work to do on second down. Looking for a man. It's Sullivan. He finds his man. Moves up to the 34-yard line. Give him a 10-yard pickup. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 34. Looking for room. It's Washington. And he's going to be taken down, but there's a penalty flag on the field.
Holding, offense.
Just an obvious holding call there, and one that just kills an offense's momentum. That's not the way you'd like to start this set of downs. It's now 1st and 20. Here's the handoff. Shakes off the tackler. Rumbles ahead for a pickup of 5 to the 29.
This running back just doesn't go down easily. It's just difficult for defenses to get him on the ground. Not overly huge, but if I'm an offensive coordinator, I'm going to continue to find ways to feature him and just, yeah, you know what? Let his talent do the rest.
On second down, he'll let it fly. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical and pass deep.
I think for the quarterback, he's going to have to be so good with his eyes in this game. You're going up against one of the best defenses in the country. You've got to look guys off, especially when you're trying to throw to your primary target like he was on that last one.
And it's picked off. Didn't really get a chance to get started on that return, but he has set him up at the 41-yard line.
How about the big fella? I know this is not in his job description to pick off passes, but the eye-hand coordination, able to get his big paws up there, stabs it out of there, and it was like he was almost surprised he had the football. Just start rumbling and stumbling once he had possession.
He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. Amazing how many times an offensive holding penalty will stall a drive. We'll see if the offense can overcome it. Line gets set, 1st down. They'll run the option. And the ball is free on the pitch. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover. How about these two running games so far? Dominance on the ground as we look at the first quarter stats. Down to start the drive after the break. They'll go to the ground. Knocked down at the 35 after a pickup of 3.
Yeah, and the running back didn't get much here, but, you know, you clearly want to always establish the tempo, run the football, be consistent, make that defense physically meet the challenge.
They think there's room to run to the right here. What a nifty run there to pick up the 1st down.
You don't always have to run the sexy plays, right? It doesn't have to always be up-tempo and fast and spread and doing all this stuff. Sometimes you just lower your shoulder. Sometimes you just run powerfully. You get the 1st down, and that's all that matters.
Good job to avoid the negative play and just get rid of that thing. And now on 2nd down for this offense. They believe they can run right here. And they went right back to him, and he went right back down. It's going to be 3rd and 10.
And just a great job by the defense being stout, right? That's your job. Be stout up front, stuff in the run play, make them get in more passing situations, but do not let them run the football. That's 101. Stop the run first.
Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Unleashes one deep. And it's caught! Touchdown, Iowa!
Man, really nice job attacking the middle of the field. You see those safeties, man, I want to split them. He splits it right down the middle, throws that post, right on the numbers, catches the ball in the end zone, touchdown.
Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Just into the end zone, and he'll bring it out. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. Ball security going to be paramount this time, Jesse.
Yeah, and sense of urgency, too. They're trailing in this game right now. The turnover wasn't great, so, David, they really got to be able to put something positive together on this drive.
Put something positive together, be aggressive, but don't be reckless. Can't have any more of those turnovers.
Holding penalties, the ultimate drive killer. We'll see if it costs this offense here. The roar of the crowd trying to fuel this defense to keep them pinned in their own end. Moore to the air. Fires one high and deep. Brings it down on the right side. All kinds of running room. Touchdown, Oregon! What a grab and go for the score. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, they're up 14-10. If only it were always this easy for the offensive coordinators. One play, big chunk yardage, put points on the board just like that. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Iowa has it back on offense, hoping to ride the wave to the end zone. How about the way they attacked the last time they had the ball, mixing run and pass and winding up in the end zone, Jesse?
That's why recruiting is so important. They've got weapons at every skill position on the field. Any of these guys is dangerous if they touch the football. Let's see what they do on this drive, David.
And so, Palmer, I got to take away something. I can't let them have everything and have success. I got to be aggressive against the run or play for the pass. I can't give them everything.
And he's brought down, but a flag is also down.
Hold it. Offense.
So the penalty will not be enforced. The defense declines and stands on the result of the play. Big third down coming from their own 31. Defense tries to get off the field. Trying play action. Pocket starts to collapse. And they fail to hook up on third down.
Third down and short, they choose to pass it. They got the whole playbook open because it's third and short. On their own side of the field, you could tell the QB wasn't going to make a mistake. He did not want to force the ball, make a bad decision. He throws the football away, lives to fight another down.
Offense set on first down. Now on the option. Quick toss. At the 40, there he goes. Oh, look out! He's piled up 97 yards rushing. He continues to impress as he leads the nation in rushing. Big play offense, and it has them threatening now. 1st and 10 from the 25. The pitch. A tremendous run. He was full bore after taking that pitch. Just sweet execution. The Ducks have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. He'll ride his man on the option. He can't corral the pitch. The ball's on the ground.
Hold it. Offense.
They'll decline the penalty here and let the result of that play stand. Now on 2nd and goal. Here comes the option. Now the pitch. And there were no creases or crevices to run through, and they shove him out of bounds. 3rd and goal coming up here. On the option. He'll toss it. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Ducks! They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And he found his way to the end zone from the 7 to cap it. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Iowa has the ball back on offense. Last time, David, it was 1-2-3 kick.
That last drive, that 3 and out, sometimes that puts your defense in a bad spot, and you got to get a drive.
Picked off. Couldn't find much room on the return, but what a costly miscue, and they've got it at the 26-yard line. So the offense will decline that penalty after the big play. Looking for a productive play on first down. Wide receiver now comes in motion. Quick pass on the fly motion. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one, 2nd and 8 coming up. They didn't handle the rigors of a Big Ten schedule very well a season ago, and hoping that they've learned some lessons they can use this year.
I think the coaching staff also thinks, Reese, that they're a more mature team. They have better leadership in the locker room. And, David, they're hoping that that's going to show up week in, week out in what's going to be a brutal Big Ten schedule.
Brutal. And, listen, you're hoping also they got something in their neck, right? Like, you're hoping they want some payback, right? Because that should have left a really bad taste in your mouth a year ago, and you should be ready to get that out, and you should be ready to extract some revenge. So let's see if this team comes out with a chip on their shoulder.
They've got it down to the 3. Now it's 2nd and goal. Fast motion from the offense. Try to get the edge with a quick touch pass. Touchdown, Oregon! And they take it in for 6 more points. No midseason doldrums for these guys as they push out the lead in week 6. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, right back to your game after we update the nation on this one. Louisiana showed its toughness on the road and picked up a crucial victory. And every win counts, don't get me wrong. But the victories outside of the comforts of home can really serve as a springboard. A lot to go through in the film session this week for both teams. But, boy, it sure is going to be easier for the side that came away with the win.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. A negative play to open the drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to fight another play.
You got to give the defense a lot of credit, man, because they've come into this hostile environment and they've quieted the crowd down with some of the plays they're making. They've got a nice lead right here, and they're making it hard for this quarterback to go to work.
He's going to throw deep right side. We've made our way to the 2-minute warning, and now they'll try to at least cut a little something off of this lead before the break. The Hawkeyes will try to pin them back with the punt. Hauls it in, looking for space. Tries to find a little more running room on that return, but he'll be stopped at the 36. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. They'll try to put a drive together starting from the 36. They'll run the option. He'll toss it. He locked up and held on to bring him down. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. On the option. Now the toss. They'll finally make the tackle, but that option was executed to perfection. He now has 108 yards on the ground and just another day at the office for the national leader in rushing. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
You know, runs like this oftentimes are like a boxer in a boxing match. Obviously, it's not a knockout punch, but these are body blows. And as the game goes on, these small gains are going to turn into longer runs.
He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
I love this linebacker because he's able to dissect what's happening in front of him, and he reacts downhill, uses his speed to get to the line of scrimmage and create the negative play.
They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. Sticking with the running game and finding enough space to get 8, it leaves them with a 4th and 2. They're going to send out the field goal unit, and that kicker will have to launch a rocket. Well, players don't really like kickers, but if this guy bangs through this 60-yarder, he'll be the toast of the team. That is no good. Well, the field goal didn't quite make it through, but still an 18-point game. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. To the air, it's Sullivan. Fires to the wideout. He's got it. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. It's a 1st and 10 from the 42-yard line. He's going to pass. It is incomplete, and now there are 4 seconds remaining.
This offense just has to find a way to find a rhythm here. They're playing at home, and they want this crowd to stay involved and be an asset in the game, but they need to start making plays. They can't keep throwing incompletions this early.
Never a doubt. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, a stirring start to things today in Iowa City as we say hello from our broadcast studios.
And the Ducks will boot it away to start the second half. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Iowa has it back on offense, hoping to ride the wave to the end zone. Trailing by a couple of scores, they'd like to generate some confidence here early in the 3rd quarter.
Down 2 possessions, the coaching staff met in at halftime, and they've probably scripted this opening drive. Just like they do at the start of the game, they've now got an idea of what plays they feel most confident in, what plays their quarterback is seeing the best to go out here and execute a score.
Well, and it's nice to get the ball first. Like, I got the first opportunity to close the gap a little bit, apply some great game pressure to these guys. So I think getting the ball first, driving down, scoring right here will be huge.
Finds the tight end. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. What a job to lay out and make the catch. He threw that one with some serious heat. This senior quarterback doesn't need a lot of space to get it in there. Handoff to the lone back. They'll wrestle him down just short of the 1st down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one. Now the play fake. And that pass will be jarred loose on 2nd down. That brings up 3rd down.
That's what I'm talking about. That is how you close. And when a guy's going to make a catch, you make sure he doesn't make it. Physicality, using your pads, running through them. And guess what? Not only this play does he feel it.
And it's picked off for the 3rd time today. Got room on the return. Running inside the 20. Touchdown, Ducks! What a great play by the defense and paying it off with the interception return. What a play by this defense with the pick 6.
And how about the defender? Exactly what you're supposed to do. Breaks on the football, makes the interception. Everybody on defense, we turn to offense. Go lay some blocks so my guy can get it and take it back to the house.
Ready to try the point after. And they tack on the extra point. It's 35-13. They'll kick it off and send that defense right back out there to try to score again after the pick 6. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Iowa has the ball back on offense. Well, Well, the good news is they threw a touchdown pass last time. It was just to the wrong team, Jesse.
Well, that's an unfortunate part of the game for quarterbacks, but guess what? They do happen. So you've got to be able to turn the page here and lead this offense.
Well, I think you know this defense is going to be aggressive. They're going to jump routes. They're going to play aggressive. You got to take advantage of that. Maybe use that this time to your advantage.
6-yard pickup on first down leaves them with 2nd and 4. The give to the single back. Powers through the defender. Not a lot of daylight. He gets 1 to the 32. And this offense is desperate to keep this drive alive, trailing by multiple possessions, and it's getting late. Off play action. Throws for the tight end. And it's incomplete on 3rd down. And the Hawkeyes will line up to punt it away. 4th time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. Pulls it in at the 25. Makes a move. Well, they finally stop him, but he found some running room on that return and really helps out his offense to start this drive. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. We talk about settling for points, but sometimes when you have to settle for nothing, David, it can be demoralizing.
Yeah, and it can definitely be frustrating. And I think it leads you to say maybe I go for it more. But, Jesse, I think this offense just needs to put another drive together and just finish stronger.
Yeah, and be a little bit less predictable, too, especially as they get closer and closer down to the end zone.
He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. Here comes the offense on 2nd down. The option look. And now in the pitch, the ball's loose. Scoops it up, still a live ball.
Well, ball security doesn't just apply to running backs and receivers. QB's got to keep 2 hands on the ball as well. They're very lucky after that fumble that the offense jumped on.
On the option. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop. Now on 4th down, they'll try to come away with 3. And this will be a bit of a challenge, a 46-yard attempt from the right hash. It is true as he puts 3 on the board. And now the lead is even bigger. They keep pushing that lead out, and the kickoff team's getting some work. And they thought about a return, then thought better of it. They'll bring it out to the 25. Iowa has it back on offense, hoping to ride the wave to the end zone. David, the punter got some work last time. They'd like to keep him on the sidelines in this drive.
Yeah, it's not something you want to say very often. You don't want the punter out there. This offense needs to get back lathered up and get a little bit more of a rhythm.
Best way to do that, identify where your best players are and just get them the football. Give these guys some touches to kickstart this offense.
Now here on 2nd down, see if they keep tossing it around. Back to throw, it's Sullivan. Getting some heat. And a little too much adrenaline on that throw. Never gave his receiver a chance. When you've already sent your punter out 4 times, at least he knows he's going to get his varsity letter, and his leg might get a bigger workout if they don't convert. And he just throws it away on 3rd down. I don't think you can give up on a play like that. The Hawkeyes send out the punt unit. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. They've got the lead here. Last time they settled for a field goal, but David got to find that balance between being aggressive and careful.
And I think they'll take that. I got the lead, Palmer. I got the football. I got to take care of the football, put a nice drive together, and just get some kind of points on this drive.
No doubt. Lots to be happy about right now if you're this team. I think for this one, though, on this drive, it's about finding the one-on-one matchups that are in your favor and then exploiting.
And just wedges it ahead a bit before he's brought down. 3rd down after the run. Quick pass on the jet motion. Nothing but green ahead. And perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle as they gets him down at the 37. The Ducks getting set on 1st and 10.
That's a first down for the offense.
Wide receiver shows motion. Touch pass on the jet sweep. And how about the efficiency on that one? It'll bring up 2nd and 4. Stuck with a running game on 1st down. Now here they come again. Quarterback flips it ahead quickly to the receiver. The expressway is wide open. Touchdown, Oregon! And the stomping has commenced.
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
13.
And they desperately wanted to attempt a return, but decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchback. Iowa has the ball back on offense. That last drive won't go on the highlight reel after ending in a punt. They'd like to be more productive this time, David.
And I think this offense has to be a little bit more balanced. Find a little balance between the run, Jesse, and working in that pass.
And I think, too, David, it's just going to take a spark. It just takes one play to get this thing picked up and going.
Throws to the tight end. Got his man downfield. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Second down coming up.
Here we go.
They'll run play action. Unloads it left. How about that play to get a hand in there and force the incompletion?
How good have they recruited in the secondary defensively, right? We've seen guys flying around with speed. They're breaking on the ball. They've got hands, multiple interceptions in this game. They almost got another one right there.
Every defense in the country talks about getting offenses in predictable 3rd and long situations where I can bring on more speedsters and I know the pass is coming so I can have more success.
And the returner will be brought down. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. That last drive, an absolute aerial assault for the touchdown, Jesse.
And it was a nice job in play calling, too, David, just giving the quarterback some easy looks and reads so he could go out and execute.
And he knew exactly where to go with the football. Everything looked really, really easy. He was hot. The ball was coming out of his hands. The defense better do something different.
And the defense finally makes the stop after the sweet run and good gain. Just nosing into enemy territory at the 49. It's 1st and 10. Goes to the option. Now the toss. Perfectly timed on that pitch, and they pick up the 1st down on the play. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. They'll run the option. He'll pitch it. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup.
26. And 1st down for the offense.
Time has expired here in the quarter, and Oregon has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. They'll start the drive here with 1st down to open this period. Now on the option. He'll toss it. Works his way ahead for about 3 yards, stopped at the 23. Got 3 on 1st down at 2nd and 7. He'll ride his man on the option. Now the pitch. And a big play there on the option. The pitch was executed perfectly. The Ducks trying to get a touchdown on 1st and goal.
Fresh legs, man, and it is showing, of course. This team had the bye last week, and you're seeing it right now.
Touchdown, Ducks! And the pummeling has started. They give themselves a little more cushion as they try to reel off their 4th straight win. And he added the extra point. They marched 72 yards and closed the deal with a 3-yard touchdown run.
13.
He'll bring it out. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Iowa has it back on offense, hoping to ride the wave to the end zone. Their drive chart is starting to look a little monotonous. Punt, 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 David.
And their defense is starting to get a little frustrated, too. They just keep putting me back on the field, possession after possession. Jesse, this offense needs to get their heads out of their you-know-whats.
The punter's on the sideline with the oxygen mask right now. He's been playing so much. He's not used to this. This offense, they just got to stay on the field. They got to put a drive together and get some balance going, running and throwing the ball.
Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. Now they'll run it to the right here. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down. And the Hawkeyes will punt this one away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. He's got great speed. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. There wasn't much need to throw it around on that last drive for the touchdown, Jesse. They got it done running the ball.
And David, I don't think you have to overthink this thing. If they can't stop you running it, why would you stop handing it off? Just keep at it here on this drive.
Well, and if I'm the defense, I'm making some changes. I'm bringing in more big bodies. I'm playing more aggressive towards the line of scrimmage. I am not going to let them have that kind of drive again.
A strong tackle and wrap up from the junior. Offense gets set for 2nd down. Wide out in motion. With jet sweep pass. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage.
Got to give the defense credit. Watching film, anticipating. They knew that this offense had this play in their back pocket. They knew about the speed of this wide receiver and different ways they were going to try to get him involved. Everybody on defense on the same page, playing together. I love it.
So look at this. They're sending out the kicker to try a longer. Well, players don't really like kickers, but if this guy bangs through this 60-yarder, he'll be the toast of the team. And it's no good. He missed it. Well, they missed the field goal. That's about the only thing that hasn't gone their way in this one.
And you got to wonder about the confidence of this kid. It's been up and down, 1 for 4 now in this game kicking after that miss.
Iowa has the ball back on offense. Back to throw, it's Sullivan. Not much of a chance there. He just had to get rid of it to avoid the sack. And after the incompletion on 1st down, this offense looking at 2nd down. From the gun. Throws to the wideout. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
It's a nice adjustment by the defense here. With a big lead in the game, you're putting extra DBs on the field, knowing the offense has to throw to get back in this one in the 4th quarter. So your best cover guys on the field, and they force an incompletion on the last one.
Unleashes it on the run. Another interception. This guy just can't find his own players. Looking for more room. He steps out of bounds, but not only does he get the ball back, what a return to set up his offense.
Nice job by this defense. That might be the exclamation point. 4th quarter, I got a lead. You bring on the nickel defense. You know they're passing the football for plays just like that.
And they got him for the sack.
And that's just pure speed off the line of scrimmage. That offensive tackle had no shot. Barely even got a hand on that D-end as he came around the outside.
On 2nd down, wants to throw it. Sends it downfield. And it's incomplete after taking a shot on 2nd down. They're staring at 3rd. They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down. And the Ducks will call on their punt team. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. And that one will bounce and roll out of bounds. Let's see exactly where they mark it. Iowa has it back on offense, hoping to ride the wave to the end zone. One of the most valuable things a quarterback can have, David, short-term memory. Just forget that last pick.
You're dang right. Clear the mechanism. It's over, move it behind you. Some players can't do that real well, and it leads to more mistakes, Jesse. You got to just forget about it and move on.
And I think the coaching staff can help him too, David. I think you can get the running game going here and also give him some easy throws.
And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
Well, the defense came into this one knowing if they stop the pass, they win the game, and they have done that. Their guys have won one-on-one on islands. They've been able to get to the quarterback. They've been mixing up their looks. They haven't even allowed 100 yards passing in this one, and that's why they are way ahead here in the 4th quarter.
And they'll finally catch up to him, but not before a big chunk of yardage is picked up. Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in the second half. Here's 1st and 10. Just a short pass to the tight end. He's brought down, solid pickup, but a little bit short of the 1st down. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and we see miracles in college football all of the time, and they could use one here. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete.
And that's just the kind of game it's been for this quarterback in this offense. You got a great game plan all week long. You're watching it throughout practice. You think you're going to have a chance to light up the scoreboard, but they're just not able to hook up. You got to give this defense a ton of credit. They've done a great job in coverage. They've been breaking on passes. They've had their number, and that's why they're leading by as much as they are.
This guy is doing work on the outside, and the sweet toe tap to stay in bounds there.
How about the sweet feet? I mean, it's so hard to know where you're at on the sidelines and have good body control, and you could tell he did. Gets the feet down, secures the catch. That is a nice catch. Nice footwork, young fella.
The Hawkeyes will snap it on 1st and 10. Dropping back, it's Sullivan. Pressure coming. And that's just a flat misfire, not even close to his receiver.
At this point of the game in the 4th quarter, it is going to be tough for this offense to get some completions here because now, trailing by this much, the defense is expecting pass, and they're putting a whole bunch of extra DBs on the field to help them out in coverage.
And listen, the defense playing really conservative, right? You got the lead, but here's what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to get sacks. I got to get to the quarterback. Like, I got to make sure I'm getting him, knocking him off the spot. Padding my stats, by the way. Got a lot of sacks late in games, and we had a big lead, but that's okay. That's what you're supposed to do. Keep competing, defense.
Trying to escape and get it himself. And he's a real nowhere man tackled in this no-gain land. So this field goal unit has been getting the job done. They've already made a couple here today. Absolutely perfect. And they'll put 3 on the board, but the deficit remains huge. So the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away after putting up a field goal. Let's see what the defense can do. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. They have dropped a hush on this entire stadium, David, by controlling this game.
And there's nothing like shutting up the home crowd. You love it. Nothing like having a big lead in the 4th quarter, Palmer, and not having to stress or worry.
Yeah, really impressive just seeing how they were able to take everything from the practice field this week and apply it to game day. They've been locked in all week with the game plan, running and throwing the football, man. This has been impressive.
Still on his feet at the 45. Hit the afterburners, kid. And after gobbling up some serious yardage and showing off those wheels, he's finally out of bounds. An explosive play takes them right outside the red zone, and they've got it 1st and 10. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3.
And there's nothing more frustrating than when you get late in the game and you know they're running the football and you don't stop it. It's been that kind of day for this defense. They haven't played well. They're going to have to go to the well. They're going to have to figure some things out. Practice this week, I can promise you, will not be a lot of fun with these coaches.
And while the game is all but decided, why not try to get another one if you can? That's part of the fun, right? And they're going to put another one into the end zone as they just keep piling points on the scoreboard.
And you knew this one was over already, but how about an exclamation point to go with it? Another score for this offense. They've had themselves a great day, and the stats just continue to pile up.
Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. He thought about bringing that out for a half second, but he'll take a knee and they'll bring it to the 25. Iowa has the ball back on offense. This has been a really disappointing performance, David, no question about that, but they can find some positives.
Yeah, and every time you watch the tape, you know, Jesse, coaches are pointing out, look at this. This was open if we'd have just ran the details to the right route, hung on to the football. Little things can make a big difference.
Yeah, that's why they call it a game of inches, David. But I'll say this, if you're on offense, don't go on social media this week. It ain't going to be pretty after this performance. You've got to lock in. You got to take the week of practice very seriously and find those positives that you can build off, David, that you're talking about.
Got him downfield. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down.
23 on the play. First down for the offense.
Well, this one had all the suspense of a bug hurtling his way toward a windshield, and they did splatter them. An absolutely dominating performance.
You got to give the coaching staff a ton of credit. They obviously had their guys ready to play and motivated right from the opening kick. All three phases we saw, just spectacular football. No mental mistakes, David. You really can't play better than that.
Nah, it's really fun to do this. Come out and just dominate opponents. Start from finish. Nothing to worry about. You just know you're better. You're going to do you, put up a bunch of points, and win by a lot of points.
That's going to do it for us from here. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College.